Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Stretch and Flow. We're gonna get started in just a minute. I do have a chair I will be using, something like this here for some seated stretches at the end, and we'll even use it for a little bit of spine. I may move my camera around a little bit for today. But we'll go ahead and get started in a standing position. So if you are tuning in from somewhere you're at a desk, let's go ahead and get standing, and we'll go ahead and start with some neck movements here. After I update my screen. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope everyone had a great, we're celebrating Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. And looking forward to a new week. So great job, everyone, for joining again. If this is your first time taking Stretch and Flow, by the way, my name is Nick. I'm from the Palo Alto Fitness Center here. We do this class every Tuesday this time. And of course, if you can't make it to this class, it's always recorded on our YouTube channel. All of our classes are recorded. So just in case if you can't make it right on the time, we always have these recorded. Standing up nice and tall, let's go ahead and set our posture. Shoulders are down and back. That creates a little bit of an upright torso with that chest. Shoulders stay down and back here. And we'll start off with a lateral stretch into the neck. So what I like to do is I'll place a little bit of the weight of my hand here. Now this arm, two things, you can reach out in this diagonal position here and you might feel a little bit more of a stretch into the neck and the trap. I like to bring the hand behind the back here. Just like that, find a spot. And I really feel a deep stretch into the shoulder when I do this one here. So hold and breathe. I was able to visit family down in Southern California, so that's where I'm originally from, specifically the Inland Empire area. So if anybody is tuning in from San Diego, you might be familiar with the area. And it was pretty good weather. It's always nice up here in Northern California, but Southern California has pretty decent weather too. It just gets a little bit warmer in my opinion. We'll slowly go ahead and relax and switch sides. Shoulders stay down and back. Once again, this arm can be reaching out here. We can also bring the hand behind the back here, and I feel the stretch into the shoulders a little bit more, and we'll hold here. If anybody got a chance to see the new Doctor Strange movie over the weekend, maybe you can let us know what your thoughts were. Did you like it or not a fan? I feel like it's half and half right now. I feel I hear some good things about it and other people are just like, I don't get it. So if you did watch it before you leave today, you can let us know what your thoughts on the movie were. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly recover. Great job. From here, let's go ahead and get into the posterior part of our neck as the back part. So I'm gonna, same thing, keep the shoulders down and back. With the chin, we're gonna tuck it down here. So really think about giving yourself a double chin, pushing that chin down and in towards your body. Now we're trying to feel the back part of our neck, but if you need a little bit more, you can place maybe just the fingers right here on the top of your head. I'm just gonna slightly apply just a little bit of weight forward and down. But I'm still keeping my shoulders down and back, torso upright, and breathe. Taking deep breaths in. Exhale. One more breath here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And recover. Nice work, everyone. Let's finish off with our neck circles, and we will bring our hands behind the back here. So a couple variations you can do on this, and this is just to help reinforce those shoulders, right? So first thing you can do is, of course, just bring the hands. This is the first progression where the hands are behind the back like this. Second progression, you would cross the fingers, right? And then third progression, you just see how high you can get them like this. So just right here. Once again, the hands can be down here if you feel it's easier to keep the shoulders down and back, or you could just keep the hands behind you. And then all we're gonna do is slow neck circles. So from here, the chin is the guide. Very slowly in one direction. Think about creating a small circle to begin, and then with each circle, you try to create a larger one around it. So you're drawing a small circle, and then you will draw a larger circle around it each time. Take this one very slow. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly recover. We'll go ahead and switch directions. Thinking about the neck right now and how stiff it could get, but also how strong it could get at the same time, but just doing basic stretches and movements here. And we'll slowly recover. Great job. If you watch any like mixed martial arts, they had the fights over the weekend, and Canelo was the boxing fight, and they had the UFC fights with Ferguson, and just how much of a strong neck you have to take hits like that. Insane. We'll go ahead and get into our standing, last one for the standing, our windmill here. So this is going to get into spine and shoulders as well. So let's go with 2 variations today. So really you just need about this much room for yourself here. The first variation will go with our cross. So feet are about shoulder width apart. This exercise or this stretch, it focuses a lot on your hips and your spine. So I'll bring my arms out like this, and my goal is to get this opposite hand reaching for that knee, shin, and then ultimately down towards the ankle, right? So it looks like this, nice and slow. Right, so let's just say I reach for my knee or shin to start. So you'll notice that I'm bending at the hip here, and I'm trying to keep my legs somewhat straight. So I'm not really squatting this one here. Although the knees are unlocked, I'm trying to bend at the hip and rotate, keeping that back flat. Nice and slow. And then just keep going. Think about reaching for knee, shin, and then you can really try to reach for that ankle or toe. Nice and slow. Keeping that back flat, chest up as we rotate from one side to the other. Let's do that one more time per side. And recover. Nice work, everyone. Now, that was our first variation. That one's a good one for, once again, the hip, the spine, adding in that rotation into the stretch routine. This next one is going to be where one arm stays down, one arm stays up. So although we're going to keep one arm here, we're still going to be rotating the torso. So I begin by unlocking my hips, right? The legs are somewhat straight. Imagine this hand is reaching down for maybe calf to start, right? And then ankle, but I'm trying to keep that chest up, back flat. And we're just going to hold here. So my legs are, for the most part, straight. I do have a little bit of a knee bend right now, but I'm trying to keep it in the hip. Trying to keep my eye on that top hand. We'll slowly stand. Nice work, everyone. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So this arm stays down. This arm is up right here, right? From the side view, just so you have a better view. Now, see my legs, they're for the most part straight. I bend at the hip, right? And then I'm just gonna add that rotation here. And we hold. Trying to keep my eye on that top hand and breathe. Big breath in, big breath out. And slowly stand up and catch your breath. Nice work, everyone. That's called a windmill exercise. Great for spine and hip. And then, of course, when you have that arm up, it adds that shoulder stretch in there as well. Let's get in a last little bit for the upper body, spine, and then we'll go to the seated position here. So feet are about hip to shoulder width apart. I will bring my fingers together like this if I can. Okay. When I do this exercise, I'm going to brace my midsection and my glutes so that way we don't arch on this exercise. I'm just going to slowly raise up with the arms. Slowly bring them back down and repeat. So once again, we're squeezing the glutes, the belly button, so that way we do not have to worry about arching that lower back. Really focusing on the upper spine and shoulders here. Trying to keep my neck still as well. Inhale, exhale. Let's go ahead and hold our hands up here. Now I'm still contracting my glutes and my abdominals, right? So from here, think about reaching for corner ceiling. I don't want to reach down. I want to reach corner ceiling. Like I'm really just trying to reach. Still engaging my abdominals and glutes, so that way the hip doesn't do that, right? I'm going to keep it centered. Reach, 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 corner ceiling. Slowly go back to the center. Switching sides. Once again, corner ceiling. I'm keeping my glutes and my abdominals engaged. Back to the middle, hands in the center. And then of course, last one here before we go into that seated position is going to be our protraction here. So fingers together. Head is down and push out and hold. So right now I'm really just thinking about opening up my spine, reaching for an object in front of my hands and breathing. Bringing my belly button to the spine and just feeling the stretch. And slowly recover. Whew. Nice work, everyone. So last two for the day is going to be a seated hip stretch, and then I will show you how to do a stretch for your spine using a chair, a table, or a couch after that. So got my seat here. I'm going to take a seat. If you've taken my class, we pretty much do this one all the time because it's one of my favorites. It really gets the hip complex here. It's just your figure four position here. So we're going to get ankle on top of that knee. My torso stays upright, and I'm just going to shift my weight forward. Now, where do we want to feel it? Of course, right here in that hip. Shifting my weight forward, and I'm breathing. I try to keep my shin, if I can, maybe parallel to the floor. I don't want to push too much if I notice that it's causing any irritation in the knee here. Once again, we're trying to feel that stretch right here in the hips into the lower back. Big breath in. Big breath out. And slowly recover. Nice work, everyone. We'll go ahead and switch sides. Remember, some days are better than others. So there's days where I do this stretch and I feel the tightness in my body from just workouts or just being in a seated position from work, right? And it's a little harder for me to get like an ankle on top of a knee. Other days, it's fairly easy, you know? You'll kind of notice a trend in your week of, yeah, I've been sitting down a lot at work compared to maybe other days where it's, we have walking meetings, or maybe I'm back on site and I got a lot more steps and I don't feel as stiff. So these are great to break up your day. But of course, ultimately, just moving in steps throughout your day is really king on that end. So today, if you notice you are working from home, or if you are on site, be aware of how much movement you're getting throughout the day, walking to your kitchen, going back and forth to your car if you are on site. Those steps will help you out today. Just keep the body moving. It craves movement all day. It craves movement all day. And recover. Last one, everyone. I know we are over time if you have to take off, but we have one last one here. So you're going to grab a chair. I don't have a chair, so I'm just going to set this up here. It's kind of like the similar height of a chair. Now this is going to get into our spine. So how this works is I'm going to place my arms on my chair box about shoulder width apart, right? You can go more narrow here. I'll take a few steps back. I'm going to unlock my knees, and then my goal is to push my hips back. And as I do so, I'm going to push my chest down towards the floor. And this is a spine stretch, okay? Back stretch. So it looks like this. So when you're ready, go ahead and give this a try. I like to keep my arms somewhat straight. Once again, you can keep them shoulder width, bring them more narrow. We're holding here for 30 seconds to end off class, everyone. Great job. Every single time I exhale, I like to push my chest down closer to the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out. We will slowly stand. Bring those shoulders down and back. Catch your breath. And that was our stretch and flow class for this week. Thanks a lot for joining, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday and great rest of your week. Once again, if you are interested in something like this for your team, they're called energy breaks. So you can always reach out to your program manager if you'd like to request one of these privately for virtual or in person for your teams or just at work. Let us know and we'd be happy to provide that for you. But have a great day. I'll see you at the next class. Take care, everyone. All right. Have a great day, everyone.